Make some people act a bit crazy, and others it just makes lazy.
This is Cold Beer Conversations number 17 with Brian James.
Brian James.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
So, thank you for, well, we happen to be camping next to each other because we're in Kansas City right now preparing for Tumbleweed. So, and that is, you play Friday, right?
Friday night,
Okay.
8:45.
So 2 days till he plays, but we're here in town. All the boys have a show, so we decided we'd take advantage of the time together and knock out the interview before it got crazy. Because I'm pretty sure Tumbleweed is going to be a whirlwind. But it'll be fun. So, tell me a little bit about you. Like, where are you from?
I'm originally from Texas, but I'm a military brat. My
Okay.
my parents split when I was 2. Mom remarried a guy that was in the Army, and I've been to Ohio, Indiana, Germany.
Germany?
We bounced around Germany quite a bit over there, and then bounced back to Georgia, Alabama, Virginia, and then I moved to Florida on my own.
How old were you?
I was 18. I literally walked across the stage, got my diploma, and left.
Wow.
Yeah, I was ready.
What made you pick Florida?
It was warm year round, and to be honest, I was playing professional golf at the time, and so I played that for about 5 years. Never made the PGA Tour, but I was playing the mini tours.
Really?
And Florida was a place to be. It's either that or Myrtle Beach, or Mobile area, because it's warm year round for the most part. And the competition was good. You know, I mean, like I said, Florida's year round.
I guess a lot of other golfers or people that want to be pro golfers are in that area because of the weather.
Well, it's like being an actor in Los Angeles. I mean, it's flooded with golf professionals.
Yeah.
And if you're not playing, I mean, those guys are in the program trying to get jobs outside of Florida because they don't pay squat to golf pros in Florida because everybody's
there.
Everybody is one. So, I did that, and bartended, waited tables, did construction.
When did you start playing music?
I've played music my whole life. My dad was a songwriter. He's got a couple songs into Willie Nelson, George Strait. Never cut any of them, but he got a few in. And I think like most boys do, you kind of want to do what dad does, you know, so you're sitting around and he's playing guitar, and I'm like, oh, I want to learn how to do that, and didn't realize how difficult it was.
Yeah.
So it took me a year to learn a Christmas song.
There's some people that just make it look easy.
Yeah. I was never one of those. But, you know, it took me a year to learn how to play a damn Christmas song with 3 chords, and of course the next step is, you know, it's just starting to write, and kind of moving around like I did is kind of, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. I mean, it really, you learn how to meet people very quickly, but you kind of become very cold to an extent to where you don't let anybody too close to you because either they're leaving or you're leaving. So writing was always just a way for me to deal with whatever I was
dealing with. Gives you a lot of good life experiences, though.
Oh, I can't complain. I've seen, I mean, we've been to Italy and Greece and Germany and all that other stuff. It's neat to see. I would never want to go back because I don't like airplanes, but it was cool to see. It was neat, but you know, the writing just became a venting point for me, basically.
So you focus a lot on social media, and you do it on Tuesdays, right? Thursdays. So you do, what do you call it?
I call it Live from the Living Room.
Live from the Living Room. Okay. And you do it every Thursday?
Almost every Thursday.
Awesome. Yeah, you've got quite the following on social media, which is great because that gives you the opportunity to go state to state and be able to find venues and be able to have people come out to see you because you've got such a good following on there.
Social media is, I mean, it's a curse and a blessing.
Yep.
I try so hard. Like, if this had been 10 years ago, I mean, it probably would have been worse because I try so hard to stay out of everything. And I watch it.
Yeah.
You know, but I try to stay out of it. But the social media side of it where you can actually pick up people that you never met.
Yeah.
You'd never seen, you'd never met, they'd never heard about you, you'd never seen you or anything. You have the ability to do that.
To connect with them.
Yeah, and then you can kind of look and see, you know, where the most people are listening from and whatnot, and then you can kind of plan where you go around that. So it's more than just it's a tool, like all that stuff is, to try to figure out where should I go versus just trying to jump in a car and just go.
Driving, yeah.
So
this year, where have you traveled to?
All up and into Georgia and Bama and South Carolina. We were supposed to go to Texas later, but my dad decided he was going to go up to Oregon for some reason. So we're not doing that. We were in Nashville and then Illinois.
So do you play with your dad, son?
No, he won't. He's got stage fright, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, he last time I played with him was probably the last time I went to church, to be honest with you. He got up
yesterday,
there.
right?
No, it was certainly not. I'm afraid if I touch the water, it'll bubble. It's got to be 15 years now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We were. He took me to church. He's still big in the church. I never really was, and but he took me there, and he just broke the guitars out and said, "We're gonna play." And I said, okay. Yeah, because I knew he's always said, I can play in a living room, but you put me on a stage and I freeze. And so it was neat.
So did he ever play out?
No.
No?
No.
He just songwriting was his
just
thing?
songwriting, yeah. He would play songs for me,
Yeah.
and he'd play for my stepbrother and all that stuff. I mean, and looking back on some of them now, knowing how he is,
Yeah.
I look back at some of these song titles, like he's got a song title called LSD, and I mean, the man's never took a hit of acid in his life.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he wrote a whole song about it. Yeah, and he's playing it for me, and I'm like 10, you know. And so he would play it for us, but he would
Yeah.
never
Branched out.
never branched out. He got a couple tunes to Willie and a couple to George Strait, but they never cut it. So one of these days I'll drag him up there. You know, he's getting older now, so
It might be easier.
it might be easier.
Yeah.
He can't fight back as hard anymore.
Exactly. So when did you decide to start going out and touring with your music?
I think it's just a natural. To be honest with you, I never planned on doing it.
Mm-hmm.
This time around, when I was younger, I played in other bands. I mean, I played in a funk band. I played bass in another band. It was kind of a jam band. And I mean, to this day, I still love funk music. I still love jam bands. But the writing has always just been a piece for me that I've always just kind of kept to myself as far as I go when I quit playing in bands. And then we were just sitting around one night. You know, I was playing a few tunes, and the guy's like, dude, you put that out? I said, no.
Yeah.
You know, why? Was it because you need to let people hear that? I said, dude, nobody cares.
Yeah.
You know, I just wrote it for me. I feel better, and I put it away now, and that's it.
But some people can connect to that, though.
And that's the selfish side of it.
Yeah.
But see, I still look at that, and it still blows my mind all the time for somebody, because I've always said I write for me. I don't, whatever I'm dealing with at the time, that's why I wrote it. And when I'm done with it, I feel better, and I put it away, and that's
Yeah.
it. And if I never play it again, I'm okay with it. It's
Yeah.
done, you know. But somebody
Kind of
else
takes it off your...
it does. It
takes
really
the burden
takes it
off.
off my chest, my shoulder, whatever. You know, however people look at that, I'm done with it, and I put it away. If somebody else connects to it, you know, that's the coolest thing, because I do that with songs. But I never really thought, you know, okay, other
Anybody
people
else
will
could
connect
for
with
yours.
mine. You
Yep.
know what I mean?
You'd be
So,
surprised.
yeah, it's kind of a selfish way of thinking, but at the same time, you know, you just never know. So I said, oh, heck with it. So literally, it was almost 2 years ago. I put the first video up on a Facebook page, and I'm like, screw it. You know, I put it up there. Did really well. I put another one up there. I put Good Morning America up there, kind of at a time where, you know, everybody was still offended by everything. Well, they still kind of are.
Yeah.
It was worse
I don't
then,
know
I
that it's
think. You know.
changed a lot.
And that one got like 2 million views off of it and whatnot.
Really?
And I was like, well damn.
That should be a sign there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I got into this thing where, because I'm constantly writing, I usually try to write at least one song a week, sometimes two. It doesn't always work that way, but that's what I shoot for. And so I just got into a pattern of putting out, you know, a song a week, a song a week, a song a week, and I did that for almost a year. And it just grew. People started to know that on Thursdays I'd put out a new song, and they'd look for it, and they'd comment, and they'd share on it. And we started doing the live thing, and then people would show up to that, and then from there you start getting calls.
It just
Hey,
blossoms.
come here. Hey, come
Yep.
here. Hey, come here. And so I had to have the conversation with my wife. I was like, we're gonna have to go actually like take this to a
Yeah.
few different spots, you know.
Which
And,
is good. It's good
yeah.
that people are asking you to come to them.
It's neat. I'm still blown away by the whole thing, dude. It still kind of tweaks me a little bit.
So you have 2 albums out? An EP and then a full-length album?
I've got one that's 7 songs, which was the first one. And then I just put the last one
So
out in December.
the first one you put out, what, 2 years ago?
July, 2 years ago.
Okay.
2 years ago in July.
So your songs on your albums, are they all originals, or have you had any covers on there?
Yeah, no, they're all originals. I wrote all of them, but 2. I co-wrote the other 2.
Who'd you co-write with?
One I co-wrote with Marty Dodson, and one I co-wrote with Clay Mills. Marty's written a few things for Billy Currington. I think he wrote Must Be Doing Something Right.
Okay.
And then Clay wrote Darius Rucker's Don't Think I Don't Think About It, and a couple other ones.
Okay.
And we wrote 2 together on that one, and the rest of them, in Florida, you don't have people to write with.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, so it's you.
Everyone's so spread out now, and social media's helped a lot of people connect on a different level, you know, that you wouldn't have been able to before. But it's still, you're still spread out, and I feel like when you co-write, I'm not a writer, but I know that in person is just more genuine in any situation.
It's a vibe in the room. You can't get it over a computer. You can't get it over a Skype. You can't get it over the phone. I mean, it's a vibe in the room.
Yep. So this year you're doing Tumbleweed. Are you doing any other festivals?
We just did Swanee River Jam, which was a bunch. Alan Jackson headlined that.
Okay, cool.
We got to.
Where's
open
that
up- It's in Highland, Florida. They've been doing it for like 50 years. Everybody's played there. Haggard
Really?
played there. Whalen played there. I mean, it's a huge, huge event. They had Easton Corbin, Alan Jackson, a bunch of other guys. We got to open up for Tyler Farr, Cody. We opened. Cody Johnson was there. He played,
cool.
Yeah, he played 2 people after us in the LAX. So there was 4 of us that day. So we kind of opened the festival. So that was cool. We've done we've done a few Founders Days for a few different cities. We did Ocala's, Ocoee's. We've got another festival coming up probably in, I think it's November. There's another big Founders Day with I think Big and Rich are playing. Somebody else. They'll announce more of them.
So in regards to songs that you've written, you said you try to write 1 to 2 every week. Do you have anything right now? When was the last album you put out? That was more recent.
The last one I put out, it actually released December of 2010. Stupid thing, don't ever do that.
In winter?
Just the end of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, everybody's ready for Christmas.
Yeah.
And then 18, you're done with 17.
Yeah.
Your album released in 17. 18, it's over. You're done. I was thinking, it'd be a cool Christmas present.
Yeah.
But it did well. I mean, it came out top 8 when it released, and
That's
then
cool.
I can say I had a top 10 album. They can't take it away from me, which was neat. But it's a little over 6 months ago.
So, and do you have any songs kind of on the writing block right now that are really you, that really encompass something special for you?
I think in a way they're all kind of special. I mean, because I don't ever sit down and go, okay, today I'm going to write about this, or today I'm going to write about that. I'll just be somewhere and I'll hear something, or something will piss me off, or make me upset, or whatever it is. And it's at that moment that's like, okay, you get to a point where it's like you're going to either sit down and get this out now, or you're going to go nuts. You're going to piss somebody off, or you're going to say something you shouldn't say. And so at that point, I kind of go into a hole, and just kind of do whatever it is, and then go. I have bits and pieces of things laying around that, God, I wish I could finish.
Little taglines.
Yeah, I've got like songs that are like halfway done that I can't finish yet. It just hasn't come. It just hasn't come.
Yep.
And I found if you try to rush that stuff, it just doesn't come out the way that it should.
Is there one song that you've written in the past that you would consider, I guess, your favorite song that you've written?
Yeah. I mean, New Way's Getting Old will probably be, up to this point, is probably my favorite song, just because it's just, there's a lot of truth in it, and the way it came about, that like the old man was this when chip card readers first came out, and he's trying to he doesn't understand how it's working. The girl's telling him, you got to put it in, he's looking at her like, put it in. Finally, he steps back, throws it on the table, and goes, "This new way of doing shit's getting old." And I'm just like, a lot of things are getting old, man. I mean, people, it used to be your name meant something, a handshake meant something. I mean, all these things.
People's word meant something.
Word meant something. I mean, rich people, I guess they've always kind of looked down on other people, but I don't like that. So, I mean, there's that, and, everybody kind of wants something for nothing. They got their hand out, but they're not willing to work. So all these different things. It was kind of at that moment, I was like, there's a lot of stuff that's getting...
There's a lot of good ammunition for that song.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, I'd like to take a second and thank our sponsors, Bastard Brothers Brewing Company. I don't know if their beer's ever been to KC, but you have officially made it to KC.
This is good beer.
There you go.
I like that. Bastard Brothers. See, what a good name that is.
Yeah, there's a good story behind it, too.
I'd like to hear that story one of these times.
Well, thank you. And he's going to play us a song.
Hey, my name is Brian James. This is a song I wrote called This New Way is Getting Old. I'm tired of digging. Truth shouldn't be so damn hard to find. Truth is, we've all been forced to make a choice. How will people lie? I'm tired of working to pay for things that some just don't deserve. Ain't never had a dollar come my way. Wasn't one I earned. Maybe I'm just from a different time. Little more simple state of mind. where you're proud to work for what you own. Man's word as good as gold. This new way's getting old. I'm tired of watching wealthy and the privileged put people down. It's clear to see they ain't rich at all. The things that really count. Maybe I'm just from a different time. A little more simple state of mind, where you treat your neighbor like they're your own. Don't go cast the stones. This new way's getting old. Maybe we see things from a different side. A little more country state of mind. Don't try to judge me on what I own. You can't buy my soul. This new way's getting old. Don't try to judge me on what I own. You can't buy my soul. This new way's getting old. Bastard's Brother beer.